Hey, Dave Austin here, Monday at 12, game ready time. Get yourself ready for this week. So, I'm doing a series. Last Monday, I talked about setting clear intentions, simple intentions, only 3 to achieve your goals. And then I promised you that this week, before we did the game ready, we advance on one other step of how to achieve your goals. And today, it's about emptying the trash. Hey, Cameron Lowe, awesome to have you on, my friend. There's a guy that knows how to empty the trash can. He's had an amazing professional baseball career where he's had to empty a failure and then go out and become great over and over and over again. Because, you know, it's funny when I say empty the trash can, it means that, you know, in your business, maybe you've had degrees of failure. I have. And we could either quit and go, I'm just not meant to do this, or we believe it at such a level that we stay committed no matter what. So I want a visual for this. Like, here's your trash can, baby. If I'm trying to just keep going on and I'm holding on to my failures with everything I do, I might miss the best moment of my life. So empty the freaking trash can. Release it so that you can step into possibly the greatest moment of your life. Think of a soccer player. If he's out there and he's got a shot at goal and he misses, does he quit? Just quit because, I guess I wasn't meant to play soccer because I missed the goal. You got to step out of that. Hey, Deborah. And who's this? Mary Beth too? Awesome. Thanks for being on. Because we'll carry some of our failures with us, and then they get in the way of our successes, of us achieving that which we want to do now. In my coaching, I'll first talk about sports, and then I'll talk about, you know, entrepreneurs or those in business. As I mentioned, in soccer, if I had a player, well, actually, men's field hockey, I was with the U.S. Olympic team. We're in the World Cup in Scotland. And this particular player would get so down on himself if he missed a shot. Anything he did wrong. And you see this strong, really great player become nothing because he's carrying the baggage. He's carrying the baggage of a failure. And so then he can't be ready for the great moment. And I kept working with him to where he could release that. And then he ended up winning, you know, scoring the winning goal against Russia, and we had never beaten Russia before. Jason, man in the helicopter with machine gun fire. I want to talk to you about that, man. Good to have you. So anyway, in business, I have a client right now I was working with this morning who was discouraged because last week he went out and he says, gosh, it wasn't productive last week. I said, what do you mean it wasn't productive? I didn't make any sales by doing what I was doing. Well, you don't always have immediacy. And so now if he's looking at his failure, he's carrying that into this week. It's a whole new week. How about look at what he's just done? He's deposited, as I say, into the bank of the universe, where there's all kinds of money there. He just hasn't been able to cash the check yet. He'll come to a point where he can cash it, unless he keeps looking back. Gosh, I wasn't productive. Keep telling yourself you're not productive. We started talking about it, and we started looking about what he had actually done last week. Oh my gosh, he was very productive. He did some awesome things. But he's carrying in his mind he wasn't productive because he didn't have immediate gratification. I've had baseball players. I know this is going to sound bizarre, but think of it how it relates to you. I have had baseball players making $10 million a year. $10 million. That their value system is so screwed up. They, you know, when they were kids, because they were good, everyone liked them. Because they hit home runs. They could get base hits. And so they're thinking, wow, I'm worthy because I can do this with the bat. And then they go on, they play professional baseball, they get to major leagues. I've had clients making $10 million a year who go 0 for 4 one night, just one night. Making $10 million's already accomplished so much to live for. Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe the conversations we had. It's like life is miserable. I'm no good. I'm a bum. I'm nothing. Because they valued everything on that night. They went 0 for 4. Get over it. Get over it. Think about within your life where maybe you haven't been as successful as you wanted to be. Well, if you keep bringing that to everything you do, how can you be this incredible you that's there? Because actually, all those things that maybe didn't pan out just right. I see Katrine, incredible musician. Every single thing that you do can lead you to something greater if you allow it to, or you can just look at it as losses and carry it. Keep carrying your baggage with you. Keep letting that trash can get heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. That's one way of doing things, or what I just did a little bit ago. Throw away the trash can. Think about the excitement of what you learn. I'm not saying don't learn from what you've done. I'm not saying that. Learn. Now move forward. When I first came out with Extreme Focus, all right, so listen to this. When we first came out with Extreme Focus, I've been very successful as a mental performance coach for years, and I decided let's bring it out to get to more. I thought it was going to be so simple. We just have to put something online, and oh my gosh, everyone would become running to it. Well, guess what? We didn't know how to first speak to our audience. We didn't know how to, engage in what was the best audience to engage with to get started. We went after high school athletes that we thought, my gosh, if they knew what the pros know, would they get excited? Would they just buy these videos, going, wow, this is how a Major League Baseball player or NFL football great did it. All I got to do is see this and get my mind right. I can do it too. Well, guess what? We didn't think about, or we learned that, high school players might not even know that they can be more. And they might not have the money. Maybe, we had to speak to their parents, not to them, because they'll go, well, that sounds great, but I don't know. They don't take action. So we could have been discouraged. We could have said, you know what, I guess Extreme Focus doesn't work. It does work on the individual basis, but so we're still growing. We're still learning how to communicate what we do to companies, to individuals, so that we can bring more value. And I'll tell you what, Extreme Focus brings more value today because of those failures, because of that money spent that, we could say, wow, that was wasted money. No, it wasn't. We learned from it, and we're growing from it. If I plant a tree, an orange tree, I love oranges, and I start watering it and I don't see results, I don't quit. I don't give up, because I have the vision of what that orange tree can be. And it takes a few weeks before you even see anything sprout. A lot of people just keep watering it, keep doing it, and then they go, oh, I guess I didn't get it. I wasn't meant to have an orange tree. But those who decide that they are going to stay in their vision will keep at it, and all of a sudden, it breaks through. And you go, wow, there is something there. It's something that's been there growing all along. It's just been under, down where you can't see it. And Mr. Great Tony Bodo is on the line. I like it. Tony, always the best. And that's what Tony and I do in our live training. We're doing that right now so that we communicate better to corporations of the value we bring, how we bring a 5-star experience for them. And in a 5-star experience, when you look at like a hotel, if they get a 5-star rating, they're going to get more customers. They're going to increase their bottom line. And that's what we're about. But we've had to learn how to position ourselves, learn how to communicate it. And it's exciting. Or we could say, we'll carry the baggage of someone turning us down. Or we can say, we know we have value. We just haven't learned how to communicate it right. And let's get excited, because every time we do communicate it right and someone says yes, we get results. It's a big difference of those who can market right that maybe never get results, but they know how to get results for themselves as far as getting people to buy packages. It's those, though, that are willing to go forward because they believe so much. And even if it looked like it was failure at first, they learn from it. They grow from it. It's not a loss, it's a gain. Because if you look at it and believe in what you're doing, you find the gift even in what appears to be a momentary failure. So if I go 0 for 4 as a baseball player, should I end my career, give back the $10 million, or do I say, tomorrow's another day? But it's amazing. I know you might be surprised that some of these guys feel that way, but it's just because their value system is off. It's that momentary, well, I'm not any good to anybody unless I get a hit. Because that's how they grew up. So empty the trash can. Get excited about what you can bring with everything you've learned. Anything that maybe has seemed like an obstacle, or anything that appears to be something that is keeping you from the greatest gift that you can give. Maybe there's even a better gift. Those of you that have decided that, you know what, I want to really bring something of significance. Well, get ready to have to learn and grow to bring that significance. If you just want to play at a small level, so I don't know if it stops. But it's what level do you want to play at? When you want to play at a bigger level, you tend to go through more learning opportunities so that you get yourself better, more prepared to play at that level. If you want to play at a small level, then you don't have to go through quite as much. But you still have to appreciate every little step. It's the little things that make big things happen. And if you carry the trash can of all the little learning opportunities for you, it just gets heavier, and then you get discouraged and you don't go on. So I want you today to celebrate and get excited. And when we do this game ready, visualize and see you accomplishing that which you desire to do. And now the next time that you're faced with something didn't go exactly right, empty the trash can. You know what? Maybe the very, very next moment might be the greatest moment of your life. But if you're looking back here over your shoulder at what just went wrong, you might miss what's right in front of you. Right there in front of you. So seize it. Seize the moment. You ready? Let's get game ready. So first of all, take this moment. It's Monday. Remember we talked about intentions. Set intentions right now on 3 things that you want to really bring home this week. What a great week to bring it home. Why not? Why not you? Now, and if you're not done, you can work on this as you go today. Think about what you're grateful for. Such a powerful energy. There's so much for you to be grateful for, but if we're carrying the baggage around of our failures, we're in an energy that's not supporting us, not keeping us moving in a positive direction. So if you're in the energy of, wow, look what I have, and feed that, that's going to grow, because that's what you want to feed. So take this moment and really just breathe in all that you have, all the gifts that you have. That's so powerful, so powerful. And in the strength of that power, go ahead and close your eyes. And now as you close your eyes, I want you to see a gate. And as you see a gate, pass through that gate. You're the architect, be any kind of gate, but see it. Now pass through it. Now as you pass through it, you come into this place. It's so incredible. Oh my gosh, it's a nature that's so beautiful. Again, if you've been on with me before, you know it can be a place you've been to before. It can be a combination of places. Or guess what? This can be a place you can create right now in a lush beauty. But in this place of nature, you just appreciate it. That's simply all you have to do. Nature loves to be appreciated, so it's just radiating an energy that's so powerful, so start breathing it in. Breathe through your nose all the way to the pit of your stomach, and then breathe out. Keep breathing in this incredible gift that's here for you to breathe into. It's wisdom from a lifetime of experiences through lifetimes. Tap into it. It's here. There's an energy here. Breathe it in. And as you breathe it in, you feel the strength of your bigger self, not so limited in sometimes our limited thoughts. You expand in this moment and walk in that expansion fully ready to bring home that which you desire. Now step through the next gate, and there you are in your life. Oh my gosh. Seeing clearly. You're taking the steps and the actions and seeing yourself taking those steps and those little victories along the way, celebrating. So now see yourself accomplishing a goal that you've had. Feel what that feels like. Own it, baby. You're playing out full out. You've emptied the trash can and you've been focused. And you've taken every little step so this now is happening in your life that you can say, wow. Because you deserve the wow. You deserve this incredible feeling of living the life that you've chosen, living into your video of your dream. See it and own it. Just feel it. Feel what that feels like. Awesome. Completely take it in so that your subconscious mind is really experiencing it, so it feels it's very real. So it's going to support you in this pursuit of it. Now come back through the gate. Come back into this place of peace and beauty again in nature. Wow. So awesome to go and just see yourself playing so full out and seeing your gifts shine so brightly. That your light was so bright that others around you found their light just by being around you. And just say thank you to this incredible, incredible experience of being in this gorgeous, beautiful place that you've chosen to be in. Go to the well, drink from the well, ice cold water. Taste it and just let it run through your veins. Feel invigorated. What you're doing is you're putting your whole being into place to live into that which you are creating at this moment. So walk in that strength, walk in that knowing, take one look again at this beauty that you've put yourself in. Breathe it in and say yes to it. Just simply say yes. Now go ahead and walk out through that first gate and open your eyes. You're game ready for an awesome week if you so choose to be. Today's the day to start it. And it starts with you. I was able to raise, it's now over $1 billion for charity causes. I didn't have the money. I didn't wait till I had the money because I still don't have $1 billion. But I started it with allowing my mindset to see it. Allowing myself to take action when I was fearful. And doing something that everyone said could never be done. And doing it with a partner who agreed that we were both crazy, but we would do it anyway. And out of it, over $1 billion have been raised for charities. And that's something pretty cool. Pretty cool. I didn't have to wait. And I didn't even think about that thought until I was talking to a billionaire last week that said, hey, I'm going to give $1 million a year to this charity. What are you doing? I thought, oh God, oh man. I felt defeated. I thought, I can't do that. And then I thought, you know what? If he, for the next 20 years, gives $1 million a year, which is awesome. I mean, that's an awesome thing. Won't even come close to the $1 billion that I raised through just aligning things up. Creating a way that music had never been done before. That's all. And then being courageous enough, I guess, or crazy enough to go ahead and do it. But Phil Ehart and I supported each other. Then Kathy came along before we were married, and then she became the third support system. And in that support system, we accomplished something that had never been done before. And now billions, over billions have been raised because of it. So it's in you. You don't have to wait for anything else. Keep seeing it. What is that gift that you can bring? You don't have to wait for it to show up. You can start taking action today and keep seeing it, and then it will keep blossoming into something bigger, grander. But it starts with the little things. So, next week, you got a game ready again. And the third step into accomplishing your goals. So I'll see you next week. Have an awesome week. Those that are in Beast Mode On, oh yeah, baby. Wednesday at 11 a.m., we go dive into it and we just keep advancing. 3 more steps with the animal triggers that will move you and shift you into everything you desire. It takes work. It takes work. It's like, you know, I keep saying I didn't become a professional tennis player without practicing. And once I practiced, didn't mean, well, now I got it. I don't need to practice anymore. It's continual work. And that's the beauty of what we can do and shift our minds into working every single day to advance us. Now that's exciting. Talk to you next week. Beast Mode On.